It's been like almost a year, I think, since I've seen you.
It has. Yeah, well, we used to run into each other all the time because we're so involved in different things. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
So I'm glad you could join us for coffee today.
Me too. Thanks for the coffee.
These are the best. It's like an iced caramel latte, but then they make it with coconut milk instead of the dairy milk.
Better.
So that's better for your tummy.
It is better. So
I ran into Chris recently at work. We were talking about the Fly Film Festival, and then I've also, he asked me to perform for the Stardust event. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I've missed Chris. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's taking all kinds of leaps.
Oh,
now,
he's taking lots of leaps.
I know that I was so excited. I think it was the first year that you guys did it.
You
that
were
I
a
was
sponsor the first
the
year.
very first year. And then
supportive.
I just backed out.
Well, it was hard. You got busy, and it was hard to catch you. And I mean, believe me, we had, not that we wouldn't love to have you back, but we had like a lot of support from the community. So
That is amazing.
Yeah, we were
well,
surprised.
and now it's your 5th year.
This is our 5th
Did
year.
you say? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's really amazing.
I can't believe that.
So kind of give me, because Kathy might remember,
Well-
kind of give me an overview of what the Fly Film Festival actually is.
Well, I mean,
Because maybe I want to sponsor again this year.
No, because I need you to sponsor something for me.
No, you can do both.
come on,
She's my
Kathy,
sugar
let's
mama.
fight it.
It's probably already too late to sponsor
We're gonna
the Fly
each-
anyways. They've probably
never
already
too
got
late.
theirs.
We're never too
We're
late.
going to each give you a sales pitch, and then you decide who you want to sponsor.
She's like sugar mama.
No, the easiest way to talk about the film festival is like a movie marathon. And these are all like a range of quality, but they're all entertaining. I mean, we've had, as she said, sort of mom and pop, like home video. We've had a few of those sneak in just because they're so funny. But we've also had a ton of films that have gone on to like have mass distribution, be on Netflix, be on Amazon. So the quality's all over the place, and we have the directors and the actors and writers come and support the movies, and then they learn different skills. We taught fight choreography.
Yeah, there's different
and-
workshops,
yeah,
isn't there? Yeah.
to kind of learn a little bit more behind the scenes.
I've
So it's-
seen pictures.
Are you
much fun.
are you more passionate about filming, or what's your passion so far as?
You know,
filming
it
or
used to be filming because I used to do movies, but I have really grown to love like marketing and pitching things and helping people sell their ideas, sell what they're doing. So that's turned into kind of a new passion of mine.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah, I
fun to
love
do.
Which is awesome.
That's kind of what I do.
I know.
it's right up your alley. So,
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's kind of something we all have, a similarity that we all
Jessica
have.
does too.
I was going to say, you have to
Definitely.
with your business.
Yes.
You kinda
Yes.
have to.
Well, and really whatever business you have, you're all in kind of sales and marketing, depending,
Well,
no matter what you do.
And he's also has gone back to school, correct?
Yes.
And what's your major?
Mass communications.
Woohoo!
So my original plan, actually, I was going through life changes, and I was going to move to Portland. And then I found out Portland was super expensive, and we also had a death in the family, and it sort of changed my course. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm just going to. And I've been terrified of going back to school. And I thought, everything's all chaotic anyway, so let's
Take a leap.
Just add to it. Yeah.
give it a shot. Yeah. So,
Let's just add to it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Has
it's
it been fun or
I
challenging?
loved it.
Oh,
I
good.
have loved it. Straight A student rank.
Oh, yay!
So now are you doing online courses, or you're actually going?
Going full time, going to school, going to regular
Okay.
classes.
Get your little backpack and everything.
I do. I felt so weird going the first with all these younger people because I'm like 42 and I've like got my backpack and I'm like, here I
You
go.
still have that
Hey.
baby face, so
Yeah.
you could pass for 18 any day.
That's right. Hey, you're just beginning. I mean, there's nothing wrong
yeah.
with going
So
back.
how far into school are you now?
I'm finished with my first year. And I'm
Okay.
taking summer classes because I want to get this over as soon as possible.
Right.
And I got one more year and then hopefully look for work and then pursue a bachelor's.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and maybe teaching if I leave Oklahoma.
I was going to say, what do you want to do?
Not to get political, but
I know.
but just yeah. So what do I want to do? My first love
With
was
your degree, what do you want
always
to do?
journalism. In high school, that was my first love was
wow.
journalism. So if I find something there, that'd be great. But I've also developed this passion for marketing. So if
Right.
I find something that suits there, so I have enough interest, I think, if I get out there.
Well,
I'll-
and isn't it funny that, you think you have one interest
Yeah.
and this is what you want to do, but then along the road of life, you start
Yeah.
meeting different people
Right.
and kind of just twists and turns. and you start going in different avenues,
Did you
which is
guys-
the awesome
So you
thing.
kind of
Did you guys have any idea what you'd be doing at this?
I thought I would be a famous singer on Johnny Carson all the time. And of course, he's gone now, but that was always my dream, and have a horse farm.
I originally
didn't turn out that way.
and have a horse farm.
I found it.
I cannot even see
My
you,
mother-
clumsy Kathy, trying to get on a horse and
I
ride it.
own a
Are
horse.
you kidding me?
I had a horse.
Not.
Noelle, I did.
Oh, you used
I
to.
did. I
Okay.
did. You know, my dad was in the military. When we lived in Colorado, I begged for a horse. I took lessons, and he bought me Noelle for Christmas.
Aw.
We brought him to Oklahoma because there used to be a stables out at the base, and I
Uh-huh.
rode him. I even won some ribbons. I'll show you sometime. But
Wow.
my mother gave me my baby book where I had wrote in there that. In 6th grade, that I wanted to have a horse farm and be a famous singer. So anyway, but
You
marketing
are a
is
famous singer around
No.
Northwest Oklahoma.
Yeah,
So.
No.
not very well known in this.
Oh, shoot, no,
So-
but anyway. But that's fun. That's my side thing.
But I thought, yes,
But-
what we thought we would be doing. So when I was probably junior high school, I really thought that I didn't have much motivation, obviously. I thought that I would just be a stay-at-home mom, raise kids,
Nothing
and that
wrong
would
with that.
probably be what I did. You know, my mom did that. She actually didn't start her main career until all of us left the house.
See,
and then
that's-
she actually
a lot
started.
of people do
And
that.
so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to be a stay-at-home mom. That lasted about 6 months, and I realized that was not for me. You know, not anything against stay-at-home moms, because that takes
Yeah.
a lot of patience and a lot of dedication and work.
Mm-hmm.
But I just realized that, you know, that was not for me, that I needed to be outside of the house working. And I've tried to, you know, even on. She's trying to say something. See, Chris?
I'm trying to get Chris to
Chris
talk.
No, I really wanted to know. So it was making me think of my friend in high
Kathy,
school who had that
he
same
actually
goal.
asked me this question, so I'm just
Oh,
answering the question for him. But anyways, let me finish my thought, and
Okay.
then we'll get back. But I, you know, even if you stay home for a couple days, say you have 2 days vacation, it just drives me crazy. I'm so ready to be back working and doing what I love and just getting out amongst people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it really, you know, it takes a certain personality to be able to stay home versus
It
being
does.
out in the workforce.
It does. You have to
So-
really love it. I hate home. No, I love my home, but
Yeah.
I just, I get.
It's just-
I'm like you. I get
we're
stir
people,
crazy.
We're people.
Yeah, I just have to be
people person,
busy.
whatever you
Nuts.
say.
See, my circle of friends in high school, they were probably, you know, very like outgoing, and they all had different interests and kind of artsy crowd. And then we had this one friend who was like, I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. And we used to kind of make fun of her because we were all ambitious and had all
Yeah.
these big, crazy
Yeah.
dreams and stuff. And she succeeded. I mean, I look at it that way. She
That's what she
decided to be a
wanted.
stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
She is now a stay-at-home mom, and she
Yeah.
has 2 beautiful kids.
And they're probably
you know,
smart
great
and-
job with
yeah,
them.
That's
and-
great to be able to spend that time with the kiddos, especially
Yeah. Oh,
in
it
today's
is.
society.
Yeah.
They really definitely need that too. So
Is that hard, juggling?
It is hard juggling kids and when I was working and having kids.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
hard. I loved it, but it's different.
I had to be at work at 8 o'clock every morning, so I'd have to take, you know, my son to daycare, and then I get off at 5, pick him up, you get home, eat dinner, and then go back at it the next day.
Yeah.
So it definitely is a challenge to get everything
that.
done. And in today's world, a lot of times daycare is as much as what they're making.
Right,
So
so
you're
you might
like,
as well
okay,
be
do I go to work
dad.
and pay daycare, or do I
Yeah.
just stay home with them and not have that daycare bill? So.
Chris is going to have a booth at the Comic-Con
Yes.
with his Fly Film
Oh,
Festival.
yeah, that's coming up.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Because we have the whole reason we even thought about it was we have a movie that's actually called Scott and Crowley, A Comic Book Adventure. And it's about 2 kids trying
wow.
to get this rare comic book, and they lose track of it, and then everybody gets on this chase to find it. And so we were like,
That's so
that's
cool.
like,
That's perfect.
yeah, that's like destiny right there. Just
Yeah.
So with your Fly Film Festival,
Yeah.
going back the last, I guess, 4 years, this is the 5th year, so going back the last 4 years, what is there like one film that sticks out in your mind that has been the most successful
Oh my
out of all
gosh.
of them that have come here?
What was your favorite?
Well, those are 2 different questions.
Yeah.
One that's
Oh,
been
okay.
most successful, and then like what is your favorite too? Maybe.
the one that I've seen have the most impact is The Red Pill, which
Oh,
is by
that's right,
Cassie J,
yes.
which is about men's rights. It's because you know, when the women's movement and feminism sort of reached a peak, men kind of came in and they were like, "What about us?" And,
Yeah.
Right.
And she went and tried to do an unbiased look at what they wanted and compare it to, you know, the viewpoint of feminists. And Of course, that's very controversial, and she's gone to some countries where she's been banned, and but now she's got it. You can get it on. You can download it online. It's on. I believe it's on Amazon. It's on iTunes, and she's still promoting it now. She's going to London in two more weeks.
Oh wow!
With the movie to do a showing, so she's getting a lot of. And that was the first time we had people coming from out of town specifically to see that movie. They'd heard about it. So
how many people usually come to the Fly Film Festival?
Our lowest attendance was about 120, and our most was at 180 something. So we're getting close to 200. So this year, that's what I'm hoping for. Is 200.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
hit that
keep
mark.
growing and growing.
And it's
so Christopher is not only
I
Christopher is
just
taking
call him
a lead.
Chris.
Both are good.
I know.
Which do you actually
My
go by?
family, a lot of my family calls me Christopher.
Okay.
And friends, and so it's just.
I call them both.
If you hate me, there's some other things you could call me.
I think I've always called you Chris.
Just Chris,
but
yeah.
Well, I'm very proud of you for going back to school.
Well, thank you.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it
great.
is.
That just goes to show you anybody can, and you can always change your life. You're not stuck.
Yeah.
No,
You're not stuck. There's
not at
always
all.
a choice. Right?
Because I didn't go because I was terrified. That was
Right.
the real main reason I didn't go back to school. I was terrified I was going to fail at it and that I wasn't smart enough and,
and
all
look.
this. And then I went back and it was like,
Look at you.
I'm
think
going to
you're
crush all these young people.
Do you think you're smarter because of your age? Because we know more as we get older?
You know
I mean,
what?
seriously.
I think because we have this system in America where once you get through with high school, you need to go to college and then you need to go start your life. I think that was not the case for me. I think I didn't understand what I was learning and why it was important at that age coming out of high school. And now it's
still
like,
young.
when we were talking history and politics and all of that, I'm seeing how those things connect and the importance of them. And
Right.
a 19-year-old doesn't. I mean,
Right.
like, I had a breakup yesterday, and it's kind of like, it's kind of like,
I know.
no,
We're going to go party tonight.
Have you seen a big difference, like go back to like when you were, because we're about this, how old are you?
42.
Yeah,
you're-
we're the exact
oh,
same
you
age.
see, I'm
40.
still the
So
older
yeah,
one.
we are
Wow.
like, oh,
That's
when's
a
your
little
birthday?
younger than me, January 12th.
I'm in April.
Mine's the 13th.
So you're older.
January 13th. Capricorn.
But like go back to like
that.
when we were in high school, the
Yeah.
way that we studied and the way that we, that the teachers taught us. So how has that changed now that you're in college? Since we're now fast
Techie.
forward to 2018, do they do things completely different, the teachers?
Smart
And-
boards
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
iPads
My
and-
problem in the technology so much, I think they've dumbed down instead of having the kids reach these expectations, I feel like they've dumbed some things down.
Oh,
Because
really?
they probably don't have physical
Yeah.
books. Do they even
Do they
have
have
the books?
Some, yeah, it just
still,
depends
or-
on the class, and some
Cliff
you have to
notes and-
download it. And,
Right.
and I've just noticed like they're cutting things out. Like there's some classes that you don't even have to read the whole book. When
Right.
we would have to read a whole book and then do an essay on it or
Yeah.
something like. You don't even have to do that anymore. They just give you excerpts, and it's like.
Well, and it's so weird because my oldest son is at OSU, and like he doesn't need any, like
No books,
I'm
no
always like,
paper.
do you need pens? Do you
Yeah.
need paper? And he's
No.
like, no, Mom, that's all of that's online, and I'm like, what? You better write
cool.
an essay paper. You need paper. You need
I took golf
pencils.
lessons
You need
at
all
OSU.
of this.
I majored in music, but
That
I took
was a
golf lessons.
random thought by Kathy.
I was just thinking. I took golf lessons and never actually played a game when I was at OSU. I still got a B+.
So she went for the easy classes.
My mother gave me the hardest time. Why are you taking golf? I needed one extra credit.
But sometimes you do just need a filler class. So
but they
you're
didn't
like,
make you
okay.
take they didn't make you play a game.
So what did you learn? Like,
It was just learn the rules.
did you
and-
actually go out on the golf course?
I just hit a few balls, but we were never required. I would have made
you got
an
a
A
B for hitting a few balls?
Well, I would have made an A had I played the actual game. I just learned the game. I'm sorry, I'm off subject. Anyway, I was
you'll
kinda one of those
be-
dumb
So that's Kathy's
19-year-olds.
PSA for
Yeah,
going
I
to
can't even
school.
remember what we were talking about because all of a sudden she just said, I took golf lessons at OSU.
I don't know why that came up.
So when will you be finished if you continue a full-time student? Let's
Hopefully
see.
May. of next year.
And are you going to stick around?
Okay. Oh, and then that'll have your associate's degree, and then
Yeah.
you'll go to try to find a job, and then
And then get my bachelor's part-time.
You know,
Okay.
people are going to be wanting you.
I hope so.
They
That's
will.
a concern when you reach a certain age.
No.
Though,
Well,
but
that's what I thought.
kinda like-
But
I've had
40
2 job offers this week.
Honey, 40 is the new 20. I'm serious.
Yeah, but I feel 80.
Although-